You will not forget. See, this is the third generation AirPods I bought from Apple. So these AirPods, it works for with the phone and also with the Mac AirBook that I have. I'm using laptop Mac AirBook, third generation only. So it will pick up from here also. Generally, most of the AirPods, they pick up only their phone or something like that, but not from the laptop, right? This will pick up. So this kind of thing, you should have it.
Well, I have a Dell laptop. I don't have a MacBook.
I don't know which laptop is better for this, but this AirPod, it will pick up third generation. It will pick up from the laptop. You don't need, connecting. Then there won't be any problem for the Zoom. You not necessarily you have to adjust the Zoom and all that stuff. Okay, so that's why I'm showing you. So you're able to hear very nicely, right? See, that's what it is. So we need to update ourselves with the technology and for the technology. Then only things will be easy. Okay. So ask mom and dad to buy this and compatible to your laptop, or else like the way I previously mentioned, just try to adjust the Zoom audio link with your thing. And in Amazon, probably the GE Electronics, what is that? The headphones with a microphone, that would be better for any other social media. Try to buy that, okay? All right. Okay. So stand up. Because this is easy for me to take a class, because I do not need to connect with wire and all that stuff. So shoulder level, stand up on the feet. The feet should be apart to the shoulder level, and put your head straight and open your eyes and see in front of your eyes, whatever if it's an object, or if it is you have a plain wall, or if you have a TV right in front of you, anything, you just focus on that. Whatever the point you want to focus, just focus on it. It is not necessarily you have to watch that object, but so all I need is you have to keep your head straight and focus on something that is straight to your eyes, and relax and take both the hands into namaskara. Hold the hands, and the knuckles should touch the center of your chest, and keep your eyes on that object. Do not close it. Now start. Step one, step two, step three. Okay. So when I say inhale, you have to inhale through your nose. In your mind, you have to focus only on the breath, and raise your hands. When I say exhale, you have to bring your hands down in the namaskara, in the form of a namaskara, but behind your head. And while you're exhaling, you are exhaling through pit of the throat. Okay? You are inhaling through nose. When you're exhaling through pit of the throat. Start. Step one. Inhale. Exhale. Pit of the throat. Again. Inhale. Raise your hands. Exhale. From where you started, at the center of your chest. Again, you will end that step exactly at the center of your chest, touching the knuckles. Step two, same thing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Step 3. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring to the normal hands. Steps 4, 5, 6 in squatting position. I'm keeping my pillow below the sole, S-O-L-E, soles of my legs. They should be good enough. Your pillow should be good enough for your soles. Such kind of pillow you have to pick up. See, I'm comfortably sat down because my sole is full with my pillow. Such kind of pillows you have to select from your home. If you have a soft pillow, you have to fold it. If it is still soft, again fold it. Then you put under the sole. See how I'm sitting, right? Now, step 4, you have to inhale through nose and exhale through pit of the throat, and your hands will go behind your head, and again it comes down. Then there is one more step inserted in it, that is you have to extend your while you're inhaling, and you bring your hands back while you're exhaling through pit of the throat. Okay, step 4, 5, 6 are like this. Step 4, and you put your head straight and see your something in front of your eyes. Keep your eyes open. Step 4, inhale, exhale, pit of the throat. Inhale, exhale, pit of the throat. Next, extend your hands. Inhale, exhale, pit of the throat. This is step 4. Now repeat the same thing, step 5 and 6. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Do the step 7 by yourself. Do the step 6 by yourself. Now step 7, extend your hands and Balasana. Extend your hands by inhaling, then Balasana, you know that. These fingers should touch like this. These 3 fingers are separate, and only you're touching the index finger and thumb. And put everything on the ground and touch. Your head should be ground. And relax till your breath settle down. And the leg toes should touch, but you should not come over each other. You should not overlap. Just relaxing position. You're both the leg toes placing next to each other, not on top of each other. Keep your eyes closed and see what you experience. If your breath is settled down, get up and sit down. You can take your own time till your breath settled. All right. Now, Nadi Shuddhi. Nadi Shuddhi. I need to see your face. Okay. Nadi Shuddhi. Keep your left hand freely in your lap. Do it for 5 minutes, minimum 5 minutes. You can do even longer time, but minimum 5 minutes. Right hand. Take your pinky finger and a thumb. Put your hand right in front of your nose and start regulating both the nostrils with the pinky finger and thumb respectively, not respectively. Start with the left nostril. Do not do anything. You just leave this left hand freely in your lap. That's it. Once you started, don't do anything else except doing this technique. And start with the left nostril. Inhale through left nostril and exhale through left nostril. Then release the thumb and do the same with the right nostril. And again, come back to left nostril by releasing the pinky finger. Like that, keep doing it. And focus only on your breath. No thoughts. You should be in the thoughtless state. Start. No pressure on your breath. All you're doing is this regular breathing only. The only thing is you are operating from left and right nostrils. And focus on the breath. Sit down straight. Put your spinal cord erect. Then the breathing will be smooth. And close your eyes. You can end the Nadi Shuddhi at the left nostril. Now, Nada Yogam.
Really quick, could I go get my charger?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Daddy, position. Okay. Nada Yogam. Close your eyes, put your head straight, put your spine erect. You know that why I'm saying all the time erect. Because here is the breathing. The circulation of air should go like this, right? From the Mooladhara chakra to Sahasraram, then again, like, so if you're sitting like this, like this, like that, what happens is it will restrict that air passage, that breathing, that restricts, your body will restrict that flow of the breath. So that is always, this spine should be erect. Even in the case of meditation also the same. I always say keep your spine erect. So then easily the breath, it smoothly it goes on. Like this, like this, like this, like this, it doesn't work. All right. And keep your spine erect, put your head straight, close your eyes, and Both the palms should open and put it on your legs. You know, the palms should be like this, not like this, like this. Like this. So all fingers should be closed. Like this. You know, when you are asking something, you ask like this, right? When you're receiving. Suppose somebody is giving you something, automatically we will receive like this, or we will put our hand like this. So such a way that, like, you know, whatever you are receiving, that will not fall down, isn't it? Like that. Not like this or like this, like this. If you put like this, what happens? Whatever you're receiving, it will fall down, isn't it? Then it won't retain in your hand. So same way, you have to put this hand like this. You are receiving here the energies and also the wisdom and the knowledge and everything from the cosmos. So whether somebody gives you, some human being gives something to you, or the God giving something to you, you have to receive this way. Okay? And you are yawning. So tell an affirmation within yourself. I have accepted. I have accepted the divine energies that coming to me from the cosmos. Okay? Tell within yourself. Don't be resistant to it. Okay, Nada Yogam start. You know that. 12 times. 7 times we are doing it, right? Last time we did 12 times. 12 times. Woo, 12 times. And 12 times. Okay? So if you can do it with along with me, it's good. If not, you make sure that you're doing it, okay, within yourself. Connect within yourself, okay. Focus only on your breath. You are not opening up your hand, your voice. So tell Sari Gama Padanisa Sanidapa Magresa. Do it. Sari Gama Padani Sari Magresa. Do that. So it will open up. Sarigama Padanisa is not required for yoga, but it has its own significance and importance. Even in your class also, I'm sure they might be doing first this, right? The reason is, this is Sarigama Padanisa, Sanidapa Magarisa. These are universal letters that will open up all your chakras and all your, mainly the communication, mainly the Vishuddhi chakra. And moreover, it is very important. Even many yoga masters also, spiritual masters also, they do this first. They do it just like how we rinse our mouth in the morning before you brush, or while during the brush. Like that, they do this. So that, you know, suppose if anybody asks any question, or because when they take, we always take meditation sessions or something or other, people keep asking something or other. So we should be able to give right answer, right? So for us, this Vishuddhi chakra is very important. And this Vishuddhi chakra should be clean, cleansed, balanced. So Sarigama Padanisa, Sanidapa Magarisa will give that balance to the Vishuddhi chakra. Many spiritual masters do this. Okay? So this for Nada Yoga also very important. Do this now. Do it. I want to hear you.
Sarigama Padanisa Sanidapa Magarisa.
Again.
Sarigama Padanisa Sanidapa Magarisa.
One more time. Go ahead. Don't worry about other people. Just do your job. Sari. Come on. Okay. Now start Nada Yoga. So when you are doing completely, you do it such a way that you completely exhale the air outside, right? Complete exhalation. So your stomach will fold inside like that. Okay. So do by yourself, I do by my, because when I doing it, you're stopping and you're listening. That I don't want that way. I want either you sing along with me. I mean, do the Nada Yoga along with me, or you do by yourself by connecting inside of you. Okay, but either way fine for me. I will observe either way to you. I will observe you. Okay, go ahead. I'm doing by myself. Just do yourself. You do not need to stop and listen what I'm doing. Otherwise, I will stop it and I will watch you do it.
It's okay.
No. Do it. I mean, this is class. Not necessarily I have to do it. Watching you is important for the class. Go ahead. Keep doing it till I say. Keep doing till I say. So slowly see, I will tell you. So initially you started, you know, sharply. Then it is improved, and you took a long sound, long. It's really good. And after that, it started breaking. Then again it became very short, shorter than the beginning. So why this is happening is, as I told you, in the same one breath, you are trying to make into number of times. You are focusing on the how many times you are saying it. That's not important. You need to focus how much you exhale. You could exhale. How much you could exhale. Doesn't matter whether it is lesser times or number of times or whatever. How much you could exhale in one stretch. That is most important. So how you are doing it? In the same breath, number of times you're focusing on the number. So what I'm saying is, don't bother about the number. When I'm doing it, see my stomach is folded inside. So completely I exhaled the air. So when you're exhaling, what is happening is, so unwanted thoughts, unwanted energies that you accumulated over the time will be released completely. This is this is also one kind of cleansing, balancing. Okay, we are balancing ourselves here by cleansing out. Okay, so do not bother about the number, bother about only how you're exhaling. Okay, start. Go ahead. Open up. Open your mouth. You say sa ri ga ma pa da ni sa. You say right. That sa you pick up, not the first sa, the second sa. Not sa. I'm telling you, and that pitch. I wanted that pitch. Like that. Mm. Close your eyes. Focus only on the breath. Four times you worked good. Fifth time, what happened? Go ahead. Okay, very good, very good. Now, in the same way, ooh, same. Go ahead. Okay, now, mm, all right. So you need to do the same way how you did now. You know, this particular portion. Before it was not really good. So this particular portion, you have to listen again and you have to practice the same way how you did it. Okay. slowly you have to open your voice and you have to keep doing number of times. But the thing is, try to focus only how you're exhaling, not the number of times. Okay. Yeah. So this is very important. So when you do this, what happens is you will sweat if you do it correctly. So when you do yoga namaskara, nadi shuddhi and nada yoga, okay, it's like a package. You will sweat like anything. So all your unwanted things, including the toxic products generated when in your body, everything will come out. So now I'm sweating. Though I'm irregularly I did, right? Because I'm watching you. I'm not doing it along with you. But I did the first two, but not. But still, I'm feeling hot and I'm sweating. If I do all three together, I sweat like anything. I'll go and take a bath. That is important. Okay. This is a powerful technique I'm telling you. You are not realizing now. It's a powerful technique. So, all right. So, let's start the meditation. So, I want to ask you one thing. Is there anything like you want me to? Do you have any questions, like your personal questions, like regarding the focus, memory, or feeling like anything restriction, or like any question that you have, like regarding some issue, some friends, or some your anything.
I don't really have.
No. Think about it, and like if you want to do something but you're unable to do it, what is restricting you? This question. Okay. So let me ask you direct question. If you want to do something, anything, like maybe you want to go with your friends and have some ice cream, or you don't want to do anything, just go and sleep, or anything, like or you don't want to do it in just watch some movie or something like that. Anything you want to do it, uh, you see, you have every right to do anything on this earth. No one is restricting you. Nothing is restricting you. It's all you and you and you. So at times, if you feel anything that you're getting restricted to it, so did you think about it? What was that? So how you are feeling it? Like, what is that restricting you inside of you? Inside.
I mean, there's nothing really restricting me from doing anything.
I mean, nothing restricting in the sense like some kind of fear, or I'm talking about inside of you. That means when you are emotionally or mentally or psychologically, like, because if such kind of feelings, like the restrictive feelings are there, then what happens is that will not let you to do anything freely, number one. So once that freedom is lost, automatically the mind gets into a feeling called worry. Once the mind started worrying about something that you don't know, then what happens is that puts you off. Completely, the mood will be off. This is a one to another is always interlinked. So you need to see, you need to understand what is it restricting, what is that feeling that you feel restricted to do something. No one is restricting you. I know that it's not that, but something is inside of you. So what is that your you feel like, how that feeling is, so that we'll do meditation on that today.
I mean, I don't really feel anything like restricting me from doing anything.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Yeah, like,
I mean, I don't know how to explain it.
you're not able to explain it, but tell me some example, or some related scene or related dialogue in any movie or something like, try to express what is it so that I can understand. We will do a meditation on that so that you will be out of it. That's why, just for your benefit. I mean, you feel like a fear, whether, whether I'm able to do it or not, some kind of fear.
Well, it's kind of like about school, like, because
Pardon?
it's about like school.
No, anything. It's not just a school or anything, or friends or anything. Just general feeling I'm talking about. Not specifically about this, something like that.
Well, it's
You
mainly
said,
about
yeah, mainly
yeah,
about?
'cause school, mainly.
Yeah,
Because,
sure. Okay, tell me about the school. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, like, it's a new grade, and it's like,
Mm.
I feel like there's more pressure kind of thing.
You feel pressure.
Kind of, yeah.
What have, yeah. So the pressure is pressure for what are the, list me out. What are the things that you feel pressure? Number one, grades. Number two, what? 3, 4, 5. What are those things?
Well, at first it is grades, and then second would probably be getting into advanced classes.
Dance classes. Next.
Advanced classes.
Oh, advanced classes. I'm sorry. Okay. And next.
Um, that would probably be it. And then, like, yeah, it
Yeah.
would probably
And
because like
yeah.
all my friends are mostly getting into like advanced classes, and I'm not like I'm not sure if I got into any advanced classes yet, but
Mm.
yeah.
Okay. And you don't want to do the advanced classes, rather than what do you want to do to upgrade yourself?
I mean, I probably have to stay more organized to like get into them, because
Okay.
me, just in general, I'm not organized as much.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
So why do you think you are not organized? Are you really not organized, or you think you are not organized?
I really am not organized because like I say I'll do something, and then I'm like, oh, I'll do it later, and then I just like completely forget about it. Like if it's
Okay.
home, like
So
oh, assignment or something.
yeah. Okay. So probably the somehow it's good that I don't know, somehow I felt like to tell you about making a list every day. So probably that works here. Okay. So what you need to do is every day morning, where even the school is there, your school is not there, you just make it as a habit, or a day before, before you sleep. Oh, next day what all I need to do. Okay, just make a list. Either write down in a notebook, or otherwise ask dad to bring a whiteboard from CVS or Rite Aid, something like that. Put it in your room. Take the what is that, the dry erasing pen or whatever. Write down on that board, because that is better. Instead of writing in the book, it is better to write on the board, because it all the time you can see. If it is a book, once you close the book, then you will forget where you keep that book. So it is better to write down on the whiteboard. It is available in the CVS, Rite Aid and all. Okay, just write down what are the things you need to do. Put a date and write down 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, morning I have to do blah blah blah. Number 2, blah blah blah. Even you can write down, you have to brush your teeth. There's nothing wrong. It's your board, your pen, and your room. Whatever you want to write, you can write down. So you do not need to, somebody will come and see it, somebody will come and give the marks. No, nothing. It is up to you. It's your board, your room. You can do whatever you want to do. So write the everything. So once you finish that thing, don't worry about the time. Just do what you need to do. That is called karma. Karma means the work that you do. So just focus on the things that you need to do. Don't worry about the end result. Oh, what happens? Okay, if whether I can do it or not in time. Or if I don't do it, oh gosh, my death. If I don't do it properly, what happens? My grades will drop down. No. Why you think like that? I mean, it's not that you're thinking. Why to think like that? Because that may not be the end result, right? So it is only a fear. So that fear, the fear of end result, because you're expecting something, okay? You need to get A minus grade. End result, you're expecting the end result A minus before working hard for it. Nothing hard. Okay, let me take that word also back. Nothing is hard on this earth. Nothing, believe me. Nothing is hard. Everything we can do. Thinking that very hard, we are restricting ourselves. Only that feeling is restricting. Just you keep doing it. When you keep doing your karma, automatically the things will keep falling in the line. And you will get the whatever the end result comes, it comes. If not A minus, what happens? You will get A plus. That's okay. Yes. Life is more important than anything. So, if you don't think this way, the way I'm saying, what happens is this worry will accumulate over and over on every issue. Okay, this time my exams, grades, or advanced courses or whatever. And next year, something else will come in your life. Already some worry is accumulated in your brain, in your body. This doesn't go anywhere, right? And on top of it, you will start worrying about another issue next year. That also develops some worry to you, some stress, strain, worry, and etc. And then next year, again another issue will come. So from here to here, how much stress, how much worry, how much strain you developed within you? Who will take this out? Can you go inside and take a broom and sweep your stress? No. Right? All you need to do is, the best thing is not to worry. When you don't know how to do it, just follow me what I say. Nothing is hard on this earth. Nothing. Just people think like that. This is hard, that is hard and all. No. It's absolutely wrong. So, since you said grades and you said you're not organized, I'm telling you how to organize yourself. Today itself, you get the whiteboard and the pen and start writing it. And once you're done it, don't worry about the time. Don't worry about end result. No way. Don't think about end result. Just do the karma. Just do what you need to do, what you have written. Once you're done it, put a tick. You're done that day. Second one, go to the next one. In between, you can write down watching the TV. There's nothing wrong. You must. You need entertainment too. All the time doing. You're not doing a job here. You're living here. Life. You have to live your life. Job is only part of the life. Business is a part of the life to earn money. Other than that, other than those times, you have to live your life. So you can put watching the TV also in between. Next, second one, third one, fourth one, watching the TV. Go and watch the TV. Come back. Fifth one, sixth one. Suppose if you could not do in that list one or two, that's okay. Don't worry about that. Oh, I have written all 5 items on my board. I could do only 2 of them today. Oh, I did not do 3. No worry. No worries. That goes to the next day thing. That's okay. Put another date and move these 2 things that you did not do it to there. You start from there next day. But no worry and because that restricts your performance. Okay, that restricts spiritually, that worry, that negative feeling, that is negative energy. That energy will work against to your soul. Did you get my point? The moment your soul got restricted, your soul is facing that negative energy, then what happens is your soul will become weak. Soul means what? Soul is connected to psyche. Did you hear the word psychology? You must have heard mentality, mental body, right? Generally, people will speak. So mentally, I'm not good. Mentally, they speak. Emotionally, the word, I'm emotional. She is emotional. He is emotional. And doctors also use, like everybody. Psychological, psych. What do you mean by psych? What is the difference between mental, emotional, and psychological? Mental, emotional, psychological. People use it without knowing the meaning. People use all these words without knowing how to understand these three of them. Emotional, the mental thing comes under emotional. When you feel emotional, aggressive, then your mental bodies will affect. The lower mental body and the higher mental body also will be there. So when happens, what happens is this particular emotional and mental bodies, they work very close to your physical body. If you are emotionally down, what happens is you will become so weak, you don't feel like to do anything. Even that affects your body system. So always this emotional or mental body, emotional and your physical body work together. If this became too much, then what happens is this worry will start suppressing your soul performance also. Then people will become psychologically ill. Psych. That is something related to this. Once a people become psychologically ill, they have to take into the hospital. Sometimes people that becomes untreatable. Okay, so these are all very important. So a simple worry can become psychological problem too. A simple worry started at your age may become psychological problem somewhere in the life. So what I'm saying is, do not need to worry. Okay, you are getting whiteboard today. All right, and you have to be free. You need freedom. Freedom for your soul, freedom for your mind, freedom, obviously freedom for your body. Okay, so this is how you need to practice. Once you practice, slowly, everybody, every human being or every soul came to this earth to learn something. So you came to learn to be free. Okay, like angel, because you're an angel. Angels are always, read in the internet. Angels, the main characteristic of angels, what? They always fly, right? Freedom. So that is the characteristic of angels. So you're a human being. What is the freedom factor you wanted? Free of worries. Okay? All right. Let's do. Let's do. Mm. Okay, sit down. Keep your spine erect. Close your eyes. Put your head straight. And put your head little up, such a way that your third eye is facing towards the sky, little bit. And keep your palms open, hand palms, and put on your legs, or you put Brahma Mudra. On top of the left palm, put your right palm. And keep place in the lap. Master, you are accessing cosmic positive divine energy, light energy, the light. The light falls on the darkness of the human and makes the soul free of tensions, worries, expectations. Expectation is the reason for the sadness. The light helps the human souls to lighten them and awaken them to help themselves not to get into the sadness and pain. We are accessing the light energy from all the cosmic places, divine light energies, life energies, and law of attraction, the love energy. It's overflowing like waterfall into the aura, eventually inside of all 7 bodies, in every cell and places, spaces between the cells, filled with the light, filled with the life energies and love energy. And the golden rays all over the auras and body to heal from body to the psychological level. Through this light, we are connected to Purnatma, Paramatma. 30 seconds. Keep your eyes closed. Take your own time. From high energies, try to come back to the normal state of mind. Coolly, gently. All the divine energies that you have access from the cosmos, the energies that you have accessed, stabilized equally in all your 7 bodies. Okay. Now, let's thank to all the divine energies, guru energies from the cosmos. Let's thank to the universe. Let's thank to the elements, 5 elements, the nature, and also let's thank to the parents and society. Let's thank to yourself and thank to your own soul. Okay. And after that, slowly take your palms and keep it on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now slowly open your eyes and look at your palms. How is it? Sweaty? Sweaty?
Yeah.
So, you feel like to go and have bath?
I already had a bath, so.
I'm just telling you. See, feeling hot and so sweating. So what are your experience today?
I saw a green color.
You saw only colors? Anything else? Only colors? Did you see any? Did you observe last time you have seen the movement
Oh,
of
yeah.
breath? Did you
Yeah,
see that
that's
today?
it. Mm,
Yeah. So it's more clear than the last time, right?
yeah, a bit.
Yeah. See. So that is how, like, once you're seeing means you are connecting your inside. Okay. You put your camera up. So you are seeing the movement of your breath. Even you close your eyes, you are not seeing anything outside, isn't it? You are seeing the movement of your breath in front of your eyes. That means what is the meaning? See, these are called panchendriyas, like, eyes, nose, mouth, ears, and also skin and all that. Panchendriyas, right? It is called panchendriyas. They are all protruded towards outside. Protruded to the outside. Because these panchendriyas, accessing everything from outside. See, that is how, you're understanding the things outside. During the meditation, what happens? You're closing your eyes and you're going into the meditative state. Then what happens? All these panchendriyas protruded outside will turn inward. No one knows, right? Eyes turning inward, ears turning inward. This, I mean, it is like this only. The shape will not be changed, but the ears, it turn inside. The eyes turn inward. Your skin, see the pores. So the science says these pores are to release the sweat, isn't it? Because we have sweat glands, they will secrete the sweat, and that sweat come out of the pores. In spiritual sciences, what they say is, yeah, functionally they are sweating outside. They're sweating. The pores are sweating. I understand. But spiritually, they have another significance. These pores are nothing but eyes. The skin has, these are all eyes. So the skin also has its own consciousness. Okay. So these eyes, the eyes on the skin also turn inward. So that is why you will be able to understand, you will be able to see inside what is going on. See, you are seeing the movement of the breath inside of you. Even you close your eyes. That happens only when your eyes and when your panchendriyas turn inward. That means you are in the meditative state. When you are in the meditative state, then what happens is you will be temporarily disconnected from the outside, from the physical world. Then automatically your eyes, your nose, your ears, your skin, everything turn inside. Okay? So that is what happens. This is the most important thing. All right, you are at that. The only thing is you have to believe yourself. You need to believe yourself. All right. Okay, then what I want to do is this 1 week till Tuesday, I want to give you 5 I will send you 5 printouts. You have to work on them. You have to put the colors, whatever the colors you like to do it. No one should prompt you, do this, do that, something like that. You just do whatever the way you want to do it. Free of yourself, free in your mind, free in your thought, free in your body, everything free, freedom. Anytime you can do it. Any color you can do it. Whatever the way you want to do it. I will send you 5 of them. Do it each one in each day, one in each day. Okay? So, and the next thing, we repeat this and we will do an art project. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. And keep it up, and I'll send you this recording. And again, you listen. Take this from your mom and listen everything and do the practice. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.